Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to our new distributor orientation today. You're most welcome from whichever country you're logging in. This is a meeting that we have put together for the benefit of the people who have been able to join us in the month of August. And I know most of them are on the call today and others are coming. So I just want to take this opportunity to warmly welcome you to our meeting. And I just want to say, I'm very excited to see each and every one of you on the call today. So you're most welcome. I know we have new distributors from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and other regions that are joining us today. I just want to say you're most welcome. It's a good decision that you made to be able to be part of this company, this opportunity. And today we're just going to give you a quick start on how you can be able to start well, because definitely if you start well, you have a good chance of finishing very well as well. So we are going to look at a couple of things that you need to incorporate in your day-to-day task so that you can be able to move towards the right direction. So you're most welcome. It's a wonderful time that we have. We have a guest speaker who is going to be sharing a story with us as we move forward. But first things first, I just want to start by introducing myself. If you meet me for the very first time, my name is Paul Mwatu. I'm the Director of Sales for New Life East Africa, and I'm truly excited to be part of this opportunity, and especially during this time. I've been with New Life now going to 15 years, and it has been a wonderful time and a wonderful journey, getting to see what this opportunity can do to myself and also to other people. So it's a wonderful place to be. We proud ourselves as a caring community. So whenever you start off with New Life, you are assured to be able to be part of a community that cares. People truly want you to achieve the things that you want to achieve for yourself. So we always say you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So we'll be able to help you to understand how to get a good start. And I just want to start by welcoming you to the family, and also through the message of our founder, Jerry Brasfield. Is always very excited to see people coming into this opportunity, being part of what has made us to be who we are today. And when he founded this company back 1956, he had a great vision to be able to help people across the world, to be able to achieve good health, and also to be able to, make a living out of the opportunity. And I can tell you, up until now, the company has been able to spread in over 50 countries. And we are quite excited because the last few years, we've been able to see our business grow even more and more, even during this COVID-19 time. So our mission is clear: to be able to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And guess what? It starts with you. So you coming on this call today, we just want to thank you so much, accepting to be part of this company. You are in a good place. So what are the values? Because I've said the company started back 1958, and looking at all that time is over 63 years since when the company was started. And for the benefit of the new people in Africa, through South Africa, we are celebrating 50 years. And in East Africa, we are celebrating over 25 years since when the company started. You'll agree with me, a lot of companies came and went away and fizzled out of the market. But the company of New Life is still strong, doing what we do, what we love, that is sharing the opportunity. And it is because of the company values, things that have been able to guide everything we say, whatever we do, the products that we research. These values have been able to be the pillar to our business. Number one, and these are things that will be able to guide you as a new distributor as you continue to position your business, yourself out there in the marketplace. Number one is honest and integrity. As I said, the company wants to, uphold itself as a company which truly values honesty and integrity. In everything we say, in everything that we do, in the products that we have, they all pass the honest and integrity test. Number two, people are number one. In this one, we always say, treat other people exactly the same way you'd love to be treated. Number three, products that work. Our product are amazing product. the research behind the products, as you continue to interact with the products and the people of New Life, you will be able to understand our products are one of the best products in the market. So that we don't chance with the quality of our products, the research behind it, and then we say it's an equal opportunity to all. And that is how it has been able to move from all over the world in less than 100 years. It has been able to be in so many countries, and so many people, have been able to feel the impact of this opportunity, because it's an opportunity for all. Long-range vision from the call, from the, from the history of the company, it speaks it all, that the company has been able to pass, the long-range vision target. So you can be able to be sure when you come to this company, you'll be able to achieve a lot of things that you want to achieve. But then when you come as a new person, we just want to make it clear for you, because you are here to help yourself and also help other people. And we always know when a company, for a company to be formed, there must be a need that somebody has been able to identify, and now they're offering a solution. So in New Life, we have been able to identify a couple of needs that we are going to give a solution. So as you come to this opportunity, your work is to be able to identify the needs other people have, and then you give them an opportunity to be able to achieve, to get solution of the things that they're trying to work on. But when you come to this opportunity as a new person, we know there are challenges. There are things that you do not know. And one of the things that we have been able to realize with new people, they do not know what to say. And it is normal. When you come across something that you have not done before, you don't know what to say. But don't worry, because we are here to help you to know what you're supposed to say. Another thing is, when people ask questions, you do not know how to respond. And that is a place where, people can be able to corner you. But through the guidance of the people who came earlier than you, will be able to help you to understand how can you be able to respond and respond adequately. Number 3, you do not know what to do. Of course, we understand that. You don't know what to do. You don't know what is expected of you. We are going to show you what you are supposed to do. And that is part of this call today for new people to be able to get answers to all these questions. And the other one is, how do I close somebody into the opportunity? We'll be able to show you how you can be able to close somebody. But where do you start? For you to be able to succeed in this opportunity, our business is about talking to people. So when you talk to people, you will be able to achieve all the things that we are going to show you in this opportunity. So number 1, you have to gain the courage to talk to people, explain yourself, explain the opportunity, explain what you do. Most of the people who became shy from sharing this opportunity, they never went far. Then where do you start? We start with what we call a list of names. We say it is a must. If you want to succeed in this business as a new distributor, as a whole distributor, as an existing distributor, you must have a list of names of people. These are the people that you're going to talk to. Remember, I said you only talk to people. So you need to build a list of names. But who should be on your list of names? We say anybody who is above 18 years. Why? Because 18 years across our most countries is the age of consent. When somebody is of 18 years, they can be able to make a decision, they can be able to get into contract, they can be able to understand what they're getting themselves into. Number 3, why? Why do you have to create a list of names? Because people have a specific need which they want to fulfill. Every person that you meet, you see, they have a specific need they want to fulfill. And what? Why? I mean, what should be part of the list of names? The list of names of those people that you're gonna get, you're going to help them to get a solution depending on their why. And those are some of the things which are very important. So when you need to get a list of names, and everybody above 18 is supposed to be there, and that why? Because you have, everybody has specific needs, and they also need a solution. When you talk to people, their needs, because the last thing is about the needs. When you talk to people, they'll be able to share with you what exactly they want. And one of the things that we have been able to find people are looking for, People are looking for good health. People are sick and tired. People are sick and others are tired of being sick. It is a continuous cycle. So you need to help people to be able to get the nutritional solution, to be able to get out of those issues which they have with their health, their physical needs. You need to help them. And we always say, you need, as a new distributor, one thing which is very important that you have to learn, it's the pro-vitality story, because it speaks, it gives a foundation of where you're supposed to start and what you're supposed to achieve. And then you can be able to add other products as targeted solution. Number two need, which you'll be able to find with people, it is financial. And financial needs is whereby somebody has dreams, somebody has things they want to achieve. So you find people, of course, some of them might be having an employment, but they're not getting enough money. So they have a financial need to be able to satisfy. So I just want to tell you, through this opportunity, they will be able to do so. But remember, as you speak to people, your story, it is the proof of what has been able to happen. Don't worry about the story. We are going to share with you how the story is a proof and how to have, an amazing story, which is going to cut across, the presentation and talking to people so that you can be able to gain success. So the other question is the list of name. Yeah, it is a very important part of your business. So who should be in your list of name? When you're building your business, who should be in your list of name? One thing which we always say to our new people, to new distributors, and in anybody who wants to succeed in business, put a 10 in everybody's head. Don't assume people don't want. Don't prejudge people when you speak to people. So when you are building your list of name, don't prejudge people. Just make sure, everybody is part of your list of name. So your relatives, your family members, your friends, everybody that you know, they need to be part of your list of name. And then how else do you expand it and make it bigger? Because the bigger it is, the chances that you'll be able to get people to be able to be part of your opportunity. So your phone book, it has so many people that you meet daily, social media people that follow you every other time, social gathering. And, when you go to social places, don't just sit in a corner, start talking to people and trying to understand what they want. Then start collecting a list of names that you can be able to use to expand your business. And every single day, just look forward to making your list of names very big. And this list of names we are talking about here, it is in a form of a book. So you need to get a book whereby you're going to put names of people that you want to build business with. So it has to be a book which you don't write anything else. It is a list of name books which you keep on expanding and building every other time. Then what do you do with the list of name? Because the list of name is very important. In your life, we say we have what we call the power question. And the power question is something that helps you to be able to understand people. So one thing you'll be able to understand, unless you ask people some questions, you might never know exactly what kind of people they are, what they want, what they're after, where they're looking for you. But when you ask some questions, you'll be able to gain information. So I'll be able to show you some powerful questions that will be able to guide you as you build your business. Another importance of asking questions is you'll be able to determine needs. Somebody will be able to tell you what is happening in their life, how they are going through, they have challenges with school fees, there are challenges with health. So that is very important. It helps you to determine, what people need. And then it is a way of having a conversation. Sometimes it's very easy when you ask somebody, how are you? That's a question. How are you? It's a question. So it starts a conversation. And then from there, you can be able to build it up to the next level. Then it causes an action. For you to be able to take an action on somebody, you really need to have to know what exactly do these people need. So the power question is very important. And what we have been able to realize, the power question will always start, something like this. When you meet a new person, a new prospect, somebody in your list of name and you want to talk to them. So it will start like, if I could show you how, would you be interested in hearing? If I could be able to show you how, would you be interested in hearing? So let's assume you have met somebody who is already working. You can see you met them in the bus. Maybe you're going to town in the morning, and you can see this person is working. They're rushing to a certain employer somewhere who is waiting for them. Because this person is working, of course, they're making some money. It might not be enough, but most of the people that you meet, even those who are making money, it is never enough. So you can ask somebody, if I could show you how to make extra income, would you be interested? If I can show you, if I could show you how to make extra income to take your children to the best schools, would you like to be interested? And in most cases, somebody will want to listen to your conversation further. So if somebody says yes, you do not need to attack them with the whole of the things that you do. You need to ask for 15 minutes because, you know, people are busy, people have other things. So you need to ask for 15 minutes of their time, and so that you can be able to show them what you are doing. So if they say yes, ask for 15 minutes. If they say no, some people will just tell you, no, I don't want to hear anything about what you have. Then it is important, don't stop there. Offer them some product, and you offer them products by asking the power product question, which might go something like, if I could show you a product that will give you more energy and better health, would you be interested in hearing? So that is another way you can be able to attack, you know, a new person that you've been able to meet who has said no to the opportunity. Just ask them whether they would like to know about some products. Really give them a lot of energy and better health as they continue to do their work. If they say no, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they say they don't want to hear about the products, but you can ask them, do you know 5 people who would be interested in hearing what you know about the opportunity which I'm offering? And in most cases, somebody will give you 1 or 2 people, which is still okay. So if they give you somebody, then you thank them and make sure, you know, they feel, you know, the part of the conversation that has been able to be a productive conversation. But what we are trying to do with the power question is to be able to take advantage of every person that you meet. Talk to people, because that is the only way you can be able to showcase the opportunity that you have. Another training which is very important, which you need to acquire as a new person, it's doing one-on-one. And this time of COVID-19, it has proved to us, you know, these big meetings are not happening. So the only way you can be able to reach people, one of the ways is through one-on-one, just sitting with somebody and being careful about the whole situation and share with them about the opportunity. And it has been proven that one-on-one meeting, they are more effective than all the other meetings, because at that point, somebody can see through your eyes, they can see your facial explanation, they can learn, you know, better than you, and they can even ask questions. So one-on-one is one presentation which is very key, and it's a technique that you need to learn so that you can be able to showcase your business. So how do you learn? Watch your sponsor do 1 or 2 presentation. Your sponsor is your friend, is your mentor, is the person who is going to give you all the skills which they have. They're going to pour the skills that they have into you. So watch your sponsor do 1 or 2 presentation. Number 2, familiarize yourself with the presentation chart. There's a book which we call the flip chart. It's a nice book which has summary of presentation. Just go through it. Everybody got it in their kit. Go through it with your upline. You'll be able to understand how to show it. And then the other thing is practice it several times. We always say practice makes perfect. The more you practice something, the more you become confident, the more you become conversant, the more you become, you know, it will just start flowing naturally. Talking to people, it's not easy. You have to practice so that you can be able to come out very well. The other thing, which is very important, which you'll be able to share during a one-on-one, you need to develop your story about Neolife, why you came to Neolife, and some of the things that has been able to happen to you. So you need to start developing your story now. You'll be able to hear other people tell their story. So from there, start developing your story. So if a guest, if somebody has just given you an appointment for one-on-one, it is very important. Make sure you give them direction. If it is a guest, before, the day before, maybe you're going to meet them tomorrow. So before the close of today, you need to call them and give them direction, encourage them to come with a spouse or a friend. It is better sometimes when somebody comes with a friend because they build confidence. When you just tell somebody to come alone, they might become a little bit skeptical. But for them to be comfortable about the whole conversation, invite them to come with somebody that they trust. Then if somebody cancels a presentation, a one-on-one meeting, just make sure you reschedule it. Just talk to them. Don't hate them for that. Just talk to them and reschedule that meeting. If you are going to see somebody in their home, somebody has been able to tell you, I'm busy, just come to my place, we do one-on-one or some talk. Ask for direction. Don't just start asking the last minute. Make sure in good time you ask for direction. And as I said, one-on-one meeting is very key. And one thing that you need to understand as a new person, the first impression, the first appearance, the first, time when you get an opportunity to talk to somebody, it could be the last. So it will depend on how you carry yourself. Are you ready for one-on-one? Before you leave your home, make sure you are fully equipped and you know what you're going to speak. So when you get there at your guest place or wherever you are meeting with your people, make sure you start giving your guest a little bit of your story so that they can be able to trust you, to want to speak to you. They can be able to understand what kind of a person they're speaking to. So tell them a little bit about yourself, what you do, how you got involved with New Life, and then what made you to start your business? So that is like breaking the ice. So make sure you speak to that person in a way they can be able to understand. Introduce yourself. If you're going with your upline, you can introduce yourself and then your upline can be able to introduce themselves so that your guests can be comfortable. The other thing during a one-on-one, share the product. It is important to talk about the product with your people, discuss the product range a little bit, the scientific advisory board and the quality of our product. But one thing which is very important during a one-on-one, if it is possible, do a home care demonstration. Just carry some LDC and Super 10. Your sponsor will be able to show you, how you can be able to do an effective, demonstration about our product. And they are powerful. The good thing about our home care product, the results are instant. Okay, so if it is a service you are clean, you will be able to see the results instant. So this person will be able to build, to trust you, to trust the product, and even trust the process. So the other thing is also share your personal testimony about the product. And that is why we say use the product so that you can be able to build a story about the product. So what the products have done to you or somebody that it is very important, but your personal testimony is very powerful. Lastly, make sure you share the opportunity. Even if somebody looks like they are doing very well in your eyes, just share the opportunity to them. You never know the person who is going to build this business. It's not, this business, as we said, is for everybody. Then lastly, share your success story. As a new person, you might not have a huge story to share. But if you have gotten your first checks, a few benefits there, you have been able to get your first profits and things like that, share with people. Then for more clarity, just use the Lifestyle Magazine. Every kit, every new person who joins, you'll find a lifestyle magazine in your kit to be able to start interacting with stories of other people who came before you, the things that they have been able to achieve. And you need to talk about your opportunity with excitement. People don't want to follow somebody who is looking miserable. They want to follow somebody who looks like they are making a positive difference in their life. So that is very important for you to be able to learn as a new person. Then when you speak with your prospect, the people you're doing one-on-one, ask for a decision before you leave that place. And that is what we call the clause. Ask for a decision. So if your guests may confront with some questions, answer what you can. Don't leave any question unanswered. And what you don't know, just tell them to give you time to go and look for answers, and you'll be able to come back to them. So that is very important. So when a prospect might also tell you, I want to think over it. Most of the times we've been able to find what people wants to think about. It is something that you can solve now and then. So instead of letting them go, ask them what they're thinking about. And if it is something that you can be able to help them, make sure you help them there and then. But if a prospect says no, as we said, make sure you offer the product and they still say no, that is still okay. But you can just tell them that you are still open to talk to them should they change their minds. Don't close the door on any prospect that you meet around. And lastly, as I said, ask for referral. Referrals are very important because these are the people that you are going to build the business with. And if somebody says yes, what happens at that case? Help them to fill a member application form. So this process is very important for a new person. Help them to fill a member application form, make sure they fill their order form, and make sure you show them how they can be able to pay. If it is possible, help them to make the payment that time for the kit and also for the order, so that you can live there knowing that you have been able to close the deal. And once somebody says yes and that they are okay, they are part of the opportunity now, you need to ask them to start thinking about their goals and their list of names. Remember, that is where you started, doing your list of names. So this new person, it is very important for you to show them how they can be able to be, to build their list of names and start thinking about their goals. And we always say, when you speak to somebody and they have not conclusively given you an answer, make sure you follow them in 48 hours to get their opinion. So as I said, help them to develop a list of names. Help them, when you bring somebody in the business, help them to sponsor at least 3 people. That is the start of our business. That is the start of, somebody feeling they are part of an opportunity. So if you have sponsored somebody and you have not helped them to sponsor somebody, then it means there is something that is lacking in that business. So you need to help them to sponsor at least 3 people, and also help them to make their first profit. I'm sure every distributor on this call, the moment you made your first profit, you started believing in this opportunity more better than you believed before. Those are things that you need to know in terms of the list of name, how to conduct the list of name, doing a one-on-one, doing a quick one-on-one with a prospect, and making sure they are part of what you do. The other thing which I just wanted us to share quickly, it is about your story. As I said, when you meet somebody, you need to share your story, and it is your ID, your identification, your personal testimony, what the experience has been since the time you joined this opportunity. And your story can be in 2 things. It can be a product story. Either you came because of product, talk about the product. If you came because of opportunity, talk about the opportunity and the things that you have been able to achieve. So your story is supposed to be effective. It is supposed to be short. It is supposed to be to the point. It's supposed to carry everything that you have been able to go through. So in 2, 3, a maximum of 5 minutes, you should be able to share your story effectively to a place where somebody can be able to say, wow, this person is just like me. So one of the key things that that needs to be part of your story, it is your background. You as a person, your name, where you live, your occupation, what brought you to this opportunity. Your background is very important. Somebody will be able to, you might be a teacher and you're speaking to a teacher that you didn't even know that person is a teacher. But the moment you say, I'm so and so, I live in this place, and I'm a teacher by profession, you'll be able to help that somebody to start relating with you in a better way. The other thing, which is very important, it is what you didn't like. Because the reason why you came to this opportunity, it is because there is something you didn't like about your past life, about your environment, about the money we are making, about your health, about the finances, about your goals, about your job. There is something that you didn't like. So you need to talk about it and make sure the person can be able to get it clearly. Then number 3, it is a solution. How has Neolife helped you? How has it been a solution to you in terms of health, in terms of business? So if you can be able to cut your story into those three, and the last one is the future, because people want to follow somebody who is going somewhere. If you're not going somewhere, trust me, nobody is going to be interested in following you. So you need to have a place that you're going. Okay, so people want to follow somebody who has a future, somebody who is positioned to be able to go somewhere. So talk about, where do you see your business? Where do you see your career? Where do you see your dreams? Where do you see your health? So those are things which are going to really help the other person to be able to identify you. So those are things, as you build your story now as a new person, you need to think within those 4 lines. And that will be able to give you what we call an effective business building story, which you're going to share from now with the people that you're going to put in your list of names. So for you to be able to start effectively, now that you have become a distributor, we ask you to do 3 daily things. And these are the secrets of the success that we have been able to get in this opportunity. The person who brought you to this call, these are the things they do on a daily basis. You'll be able to hear us calling people directors, world team members, president team members, diamond directors. These are the things which they do. Number 1, using the product. It is very important for you to change your buying. Don't buy things from other people, from your competitors. Don't build your competitor's business. Now you have a business to build, your own business. So you need to change the things that you're using. You have to look the product, and the only way to look like the product is by using the product. Number 2, share the product and the opportunity. When you are talking to people in your list of names, what you are trying to achieve is to help people to use your product and also to join you in the opportunity. So number 2, there is no question. You have to talk to people. You have to have a list of names for you to be able to achieve that. So that is very important. And number 3, it is personal development. And we always say, how do you achieve personal development? You achieve personal development when you help somebody else to become what you are. When you bring other people in the business and you show them what they are supposed to do and they become like you, that is the time you achieve what we call personal development. So one thing which you need to learn is about positioning the product, as we have been able to speak about it in terms of sharing the product. You need to know the foundation product, which we call the Provitality. So you need to know this story. It is a story that we normally share about your body, your cells, because that is where your health begins. Your good health starts with good nutrition. So you need to get to understand how to share this Provitality story. Again, in the flip chart, you'll be able to find this defined definition and all the products in it. I don't need to talk about it today because in our presentation, you'll hear us talking about it, but Provitality, it is our foundation product, which you need to learn how to share. So the other thing is about the opportunity. You need to start bringing people in the opportunity and understanding we have one of the best opportunity in the entire planet. And that is why you'll hear your sponsor telling you need to speak to people, you need to bring people to me so that I can be able to help you build your business. So it is very important for you to be able to get to know that. But before I call our guest speaker, I just want to show you what is your next step. And we have a book which we call The Conversation Plan. It is a book that has been put together to help you to understand how you earn from this opportunity. What is in it for you in this opportunity? So I just want to start by the terminologies. You'll be able to come across these terminologies, something like PV, its point value. So every product in our range, it has been assigned a point value, because remember, we're in all these countries, over 50 countries across the world, and we want all our distributors to have an equal opportunity. So every product, it has been assigned a point value. So the accumulation of all those points value, when you put them together, it will be part of your recognition and also your bonuses. Another thing which is very important for you to understand at this stage, there is something we call a personal point value. And you'll hear your sponsor telling you need to do your personal PVs. Your personal PVs, it's all the products that you buy for your own use and also to be able to give them to other people in a month. When you put them together, that becomes your personal point value. And in every single month, for you to be able to benefit from the compensation plan, you need to make sure your point, the products that you're sharing with other people, your personal point value, it is over 100 PVs. So when you hear your upline telling you need to do 100 PVs, that is for you to be able to get to benefit from the compensation plan and what we do here. The QPV, you'll be able to get it later when you start introducing people in the business. So when you bring people in the business, all the points that they buy, they all make what you call your qualified point value. The other one is bonus value, which is again allocated to each product to help you to get your bonuses. So this is what helps us to be able to calculate the bonuses that we pay you on monthly basis. So those are some terminologies that you'll be able to come across. And what is the path like? You'll be able to start as the distributor going all the way to president team member. And in between, in a senior manager and director, we have introduced another position that you'll hear us talking about, which we call executive manager. So that is the path all the way to president team member. So now you're a distributor, and the next step, which we want to bring to you, it is the step of a manager. And that is where you start earning from this opportunity. So I just want to show you quickly how to become a manager. There are two ways of becoming a manager. One of the way, it is the compensation plan. The other one is an incentive, which is running currently. So this is number one, which is the marketing plan. So we say, remember I said you need to do 100 point personal PVs every single month. So if you bring other people in business and you've been able to sponsor other people, and the total of the PVs which you have been able to do is 500 PVs, you become a manager. So the person who brought you to the business will be able to show you how to be able to do that. But if the total of your PVs is over 500, together your 100 PVs, you become a manager. And a manager is somebody you start participating in the sales volume chart of the company to the tune of 5%, which is good money that you'll start getting at that point. So this is the example of how you can be able to achieve the 500 PVs as a new person. So you are there, you do your 100 PVs, you help 3 other people, ABC, to be able also to be part of the opportunity. So if the total of the PVs is 500, you become a manager. And we call this person actually a qualified manager. Okay, and that is where I want you to start. It is very good when you build this business with other people. So the other way of becoming a manager, it is now, which I said is an incentive. And this is how it works. It works in 2 ways. You can be able to buy a total of 250 PVs at once. If you walk to the warehouse and buy a total of 250 PVs at once, you maybe have a market, you have some people you want to share the products with, and also encourage all people that starts in our business. Start with some products, because you do not want to go there and you're selling an empty wagon, okay? You need to showcase what you have. So if you buy a single order, which is 250, you become a manager. If you do small orders within a month and the total comes to 250, we call them multiple orders in your name. If the total becomes 250, you also become a manager. But now the thing is, you're not earning 5% because you've been able to become a manager using, an incentive category. So you earn 3%. So when you see somebody, your friend, maybe they used the other longer route, they became manager, and they're earning more money than you need to understand exactly what happened. So that is very important for you to be able to understand. I don't want to talk about the senior manager and the rest of the position today, but I just wanted to make sure you understand how to become a manager. And as I said, this is the best format that you can be able to use to build a stable, qualified manager business. So the other thing I just wanted to share quickly as I bring in our speaker, it's about what we do. Our business is a relationship business. So that is very important for you to understand. And you need to start building relationship with people. So there are some books that will be able to help you to understand how you can be able to do that. And these are some of the ways you can be able to help people want to follow you. One thing, don't criticize, don't condemn, don't complain. We call it the 3 C's. If you can be able to eradicate that, you'll be able to really build a big business. Give honest compliment and be sincere with people. Help people to really want to follow you. And there's this book which talks about 6 ways to make people like you. Become genuinely interested in other people. Just show the genuine concern. The other thing is smile. Make sure you smile. People want to follow somebody who is happy. If somebody tells you their name, make sure you remember. Number 4, be a good listener. Encourage other people to talk, because when people talk, you'll be able to get a lot about what you can be able to help them with. Then talk in terms of other people's interest. That is like what we say, other people first, build other people first, so that you can be able to really be helping themselves. And then make other people feel important. It is very clear for you. So at this point, I just want to stop sharing my screen, but I hope as a new person, you'll be able to understand 1 or 2 things which can be able to help you to start building your business now, because we want to see you going to all those other positions that we have been able to talk about. So I just want to bring one of our speakers here with us today, one of our business builders. She's on the call today, a very excited lady building a business here in Kenya and all over the world. She has been, very instrumental in helping us to understand how we can build business even during this time of COVID. And she's our brand new 2Ruby director here in Kenya, building an amazing business to be able to share her story with us. Grace Chege, if you can hear me.
Thank you, Paul. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you.
Thank you so much, Paul, for this opportunity. And I want to say hello to everybody on this call. My name is Grace Chege. I'm a mother and I'm married. By profession, I'm a HR. So I joined this business 7 years ago when I was very busy employed. And my wife for joining this business was that I needed extra income. I never knew, to be honest, about the products very well. And when I was invited for the first time, I remember, and I want to really say thank you to my sponsors. They invited me 6 months consecutively. So I just want to tell everybody who is seeing me here that I never came the first day I was invited. That one, for a new distributor or someone who is starting this business, you should be persistent. So the day I came, me as Grace, I saw the money. And I was told for me to get the money, I had to understand the business. But why did I really want the money and I had a salary? As a HR, I thank God, and I got employed young. I'm a graduate. So I had a good job with a private organization. But when we get married, we say for better or for worse. Unfortunately, my husband started getting sick when we got married after about 1 year and a half. And that time we were very young. We didn't know what was the issue. And just like any other person, we started looking for help. And we went from one different hospital to another. And by the time this opportunity was finding us, or was finding me, we were already planning to go to India. So I had become the only breadwinner because my husband was no longer working. He was very sick and he was at home. And our son was very young. So when I came to the first meeting and I saw professionals like me said that they have done this business on part-time, others on full-time, I got very excited and I got some hope. Let me say that, because hope is very important. And that presentation, you really made me to think if these professionals can do it, because for me particularly, I was attracted by the professionals who are doing this business on part-time. So I had to begin. I looked for money. It was not easy. And I joined. Actually, I fully joined after 3 days after the first meeting. And I was very happy to know that this business has been done by other people and they have succeeded. So I was not the one coming to reinvent the wheel, and I was told about the products. But one of the key things that was my challenge was time, because going to work 8 to 5, remember I have a young son and I had to sacrifice for training because I really wanted to understand the products. After 1 week, I had not really understood the opportunity very well. And so I had to put in a lot of time from 5 to 6, or sometimes from 6 to 7:30. I go for product training, for business training, and I could get home late. And getting home late, my husband was not really understanding why I'm getting home late and I work 8 to 5, because he had not embraced this business. And he told me he had heard about it, and he was not very optimistic about it. So new people on this call, our distributors and our leaders, you might meet family members or people out there who will not fully understand what you have joined. But the greatest thing, I kept attending the training. I always say I'm a product of training. So I started my journey. I became a senior manager the same month I joined. I got my first check of Kenya shillings 1,400. That's about $13. Yes, somebody could say only 1,400. Yes, that's how we start. Your life is not a get rich quick scheme. And so I embraced that first check. And when I showed my friends, they were not excited about it. They told me, Grace, you've been talking about this business like it's heaven, and you have only earned Kenya shillings 1,400 as well. My family members, my two sisters, I am saying this because we come from families. We are joining the business, but we come from families. So they never quite understood why I was too excited. And my husband said, this money is too little. I took it seriously. I committed myself. The things Paul has told us are very important. The name list. So I started developing a name list. And, name list is continuous, because up to today, I'm a Turubi and I'm still developing a name list because, for one reason to another, there are people you are going to reach out. They're not going to be interested now, but they'll be interested later. As I developed my name list, I got people who told me yes, and I was excited. And others said no. And I still continued. And others bought the products. For me, also, I had, that difficulty in selling the products, and I had a mindset of thinking that, it's like a hawking thing. I'm saying this because some professionals think so when they join us. But you see, as I continued understanding that if I am able to use the product, and that's why when I became a senior manager, I started using the products myself. And I was so happy to be told that our products are supplements. You can use them even if you're not sick. So those are the confusions I came in with. And that's okay. You can start not knowing. So I used the products. I loved 3NN so much, and it gave me energy. And I remember I started feeling better taking Calmag. And from there, I started sharing. I started getting customers. I started developing a story. And guess what? In 7 months, I became a director. I'm so happy to say that. Paul has told us about asking for referrals. For me, most of my professional friends kept saying no. Others kept saying yes. Others said, let me think about it. I remember one of my colleagues in the office, I told him, Anthony, if you're not going to join, can you give me some referrals? And Anthony was like, okay, let me just help you, Grace, because you're so persistent, and he gave me. And guess what? From the list I was given by my colleague in the office, that is where I got my first director, my friends. So referrals, asking for referrals, what Paul has told us is critical, because Anthony never joined, but Anthony referred me, and he only gave me 5 names. And within those 5 names, that is how I got my first director, who was not a friend. I was just connected by Anthony. So that is my journey from distributor to director. And from director, I started getting a check of over 50,000. I remember my first director check was Kenya shillings 58,000. And this one blew my mind. It changed my mind. And I saw just by supporting people, by telling people, about the products, now it came alive to me. And I looked back. I want to talk to employees who are on this call. In 1 month, I earned 1,400. So my salary was very much bigger compared to 1,400. But 7 months later, I'm getting over $500 and I'm doing the business on part-time. And I said, hello, I think I need to put in more time to this business. I'm so happy because I got support, because doing this business on part-time, I got my upline, Purity and Isaac, really supporting me to understand the business and to tell me and to assure me. And I truly thank God for them. So I continued working. I became a Sapphire director in 11 months. And I started getting checks over, $1,000. And I started traveling the world. Actually, my first travel was Sun City. And I can tell you, it was amazing. It was something out of this world, because for me, being employed, I was feeling like, I've done my best getting employed, but traveling the world changes your mind. So I started traveling. And so some of my friends who had said no started looking at me differently. So what I want to say is stay on, don't quit, because some of my friends who are not really attracted to me when I was talking about the products and the opportunity, now they saw I'm traveling. Some of them had not even left this country. Me, I started traveling. I went to, Abu Dhabi. I've gone to Abu Dhabi. I've been to Cape Town. I have been to great places, Mauritius, and the list goes on and on. In 2018, I became a 1 rupee director. And this year, I became a 2 rupee director. What do I want to say? The business takes time. It's a process, because it's 7 years today. But guess what? As you listen to me, you can take less than 7 years to get to 2 rupee or even to president. But I want to assure you that in your work, you need to be bold. And you need to look for solutions every day. And the things Paul has told us, the name list, the referrals, and always being excited about the opportunity. One of the things that has really helped me, I have always learned since the time I joined to tell my story in a very, that mood that brings somebody to realize that this is an opportunity that you can do. I have been able to do so many things. I've been able to achieve financial freedom. My first check was 1,400. Today, my check is over $3,000 as a 2 rupee director. I am so happy because I've been able to acquire property as a woman. I already started driving in the year 2017, not now. So I'm already looking forward to even buy, better cars and do great things. I've been able to develop myself. More so, the greatest thing that makes me wake up every morning is the leaders I want to develop, and more so the leaders I have developed. Today, I will tell you, you're not going to make a step if you don't support somebody else. I've been able to support a lot of people. During COVID last year, something drastic, something I truly thank God for happened in my life. My business went international. And I want to encourage every person on this call, if you're a new distributor, your life is a business you should take seriously. Imagine I've been doing the business from home. I'm in my home right now. I've been able to connect my business to Europe, to US, to Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, many countries, Ghana, when I'm seated at home. Which business can happen like that? I remember last year, people were closing down business. I was making more and more money from the house. I was making more and more leaders. I'm so excited when I see the leaders in my team making money. People came here, so desperate. Others came just like me with a salary and struggling. Today, they're making 70,000, 100,000. Others have just started, they're making 5,000, 2,000. And today I'm so excited. I have over 20 directors in my organization. Today, the greatest thing I want to share today is the power of people, and to develop people and to love them. Because our business, if you don't love people, they will get away from you. Today, I'm so excited because out of doing this business on part-time, I have shown the world that it's possible. You can do this business on part-time and succeed. 1 rupee, even when I was still working. Today, I want to say, as we end this call, you need, number one, to just be crazy about follow-up. New people, I want to tell you, follow-up is a fortune. Today, I have been able to see myself doing so well in following up, and things happen. Because procrastination is a thief. You say, you know, I'm going to call that person tomorrow, you don't call them. I'm going to call them next month, you don't call them. Today, I want to tell you, just be crazy about follow-up, and you're going to get that customer. I remember I just called a customer last week and she told me, I don't have money, not now, just call me next week. She was not specific. I remember on Monday morning, I took my phone, I called her and I told her, you told me to call you today. And I was so excited. She told me, oh, you said that those products are how much? And guess what? She made her order over 10,000. So follow-up is critical. Follow that customer. The other thing, be bold, because you're going to get people who are going to tell you no. You need to be bold because no's will come. You need to be smart. And not only smart in terms of dress code, but you need to be smart. Go to social media. Go to places that you can find people. I remember I am so happy to say that today I've been able to develop leaders to sponsor through 2020 and 2021. Almost 80% of the people I've sponsored is through social media, because you're going to get out there and you're going to exhaust your name list, start developing a new name list through social media. Be there, post every day, be consistent, be creative. Those things have helped me. And let me tell you, remain in the business, because when you don't remain in the business, when you don't come for training, you are not getting the oxygen, because when you don't have the oxygen, you're going to quit this business. Today, I'm so happy because I can tell you through the business, I've found challenges, but I've been someone who checks on my goals every time. And let me tell you, I am so excited today when I look at the future. My future today is not about just looking at who I am today. It's about the leaders. It's about the things that are happening. Today, I've seen people come in my team, and today they've built houses. It's about the future, because I can tell you without a doubt, I know with time, I'm going to become a president team member, because I am committed to support more and more leaders. So today, to you, I want to tell you, if you're doing this business on part-time, you are very new here, you can do it. For the distributors who've been doing long-term, we can do it better. Because if you just rejuvenate yourself and you look at your goals every morning and you give yourself strength, pray for your business, be excited about the people you are supporting, we can do it. Thank you so much, Paul, for this opportunity. I'm so happy that you gave me this opportunity. Back to you.
Wow, amazing, Grace. You have been able to share your story and advice to the new people on the call today. And I'm sure even I don't need to add anything. What Grace has been able to share, it's her journey. And she started like a distributor. One time she was called a distributor, confused, and she didn't even know where to start. But she listened to people who came before her and looked at the opportunity, looked at the possibilities, and went out to build a business. I've been able to see Grace build a business to where it is today. And I can tell you, without persistence, which she has been able to talk about, without being excited, without taking action, your business will never go anywhere. So as a new person, the things that we have been able to speak together with Grace today, they are things, if you take them seriously, you package them, and you start doing them one by one, we can assure you, in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, you are the person who is going to sit where Grace is seated today, and you'll be sharing your story of the things that you have been able to achieve. And guess what? You're not going to just share your story alone. You're going to share the story of the other people that you have been able to impact with this opportunity across the world. It is an amazing opportunity, which if you want to succeed, you have to help other people to succeed. So don't keep quiet about it. Build your name list, because that is the key to success. Then start talking to those people and showcasing what you have been able to get in this opportunity, and you'll build a business. It doesn't need any special qualification. Your excitement, your attitude has to be right. Look at it like the thing that is going to change your life. And if you do that, we can assure you, we're going to celebrate you. We are going to see you build your business and do the things that you have always loved to to do. I've seen Grace go for holidays. We were just in Dubai with her and the husband, you know, and we had a lot of fun. The other day, she was in Mombasa with a team of over 30 directors. Can you imagine the success she has been able to build to other people? Because she said yes, and she started putting the things that you are hearing today into practice. We brought her here so that she can be able to share, because that is what we do. And we have a lot of success stories in East Africa. People are going to help you to understand. We have our present team members are going to be there for you, because as I said, as I was starting, you're in this opportunity for yourself, but not by yourself. There's somebody behind you. The company is behind you. We have offices in East Africa with dedicated staff members, you know, who are there, well trained to be able to take care of you. So just visit any of the offices which is near you, talk to the people. You don't need an appointment. Walk into any office. It doesn't matter whether it's where is the president or the vice president office. Just walk there and introduce yourself as a new distributor. You want assistant to grow. That is what we are paid to do. That is what makes the person who is on the call today, who brought you to this opportunity, to be able to earn something out of it. So we just hope that you've been able to get something that is going to propel you to be able to achieve the success that you want, because we care for you. Surely, truly, the only thing that we want to see happening in your life, it is success. You doing the things that you have always wanted to do. Buying those cars. I've been able to see, you know, I've been able to see people buy cars. We'll be able to showcase some of them soon. There are people who bought their brand new cars. And the smile on their face, the satisfaction in their face is out of this world. So you as a new person, keep building, keep listening, keep coming to training. All those things Grace has been able to tell you, just look at them. They might look like a small thing, but that is the difference between the success that you want and what you had today. So we just want to thank you so much for logging into this call today, listening to us. We hope you have impacted your life in one way or the other. Go out there, share this opportunity. Let's make the world a healthier and a happier place to live. And our joy, as we said, is to see you succeed. So from Grace and myself, we just want to say thank you so much, our new distributors, from wherever you are. We'd love to see you. Don't just finish this month as a new distributor. That title should just end by 30th of this month. I've shown you how to become a manager. Work for it. Be on the neck of your sponsor, your upline, your director, your present team member. Tell them from today, I want to become a manager before the close of this month. And we'll be able to recognize you and celebrate you, because you're going to get your first check. So thank you so much. Have a lovely night. Hoping to see you very soon as you continue to build your business. So thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Grace. Good night and bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.